Alrighty, so you know I love Subaru Outbacks, but there are downsides. Like with anything, there are cons, and there's a few that really bother me. So if you're thinking about buying one, you should know about them. The very first one is the lights. So these things have these little lights in the mirror, and I guess lights other places, and when you open the trunk, unless you do the little trick to defeat it, those lights stay on, and apparently other systems do, to where they draw energy and they will eventually kill your battery. So if you're camping, you leave your trunk open for a few hours, you can run your battery completely dead, which is incredibly annoying. Can leave you stranded and have to get jump started. The other option is, for me, because that happened to me a couple times, I got one of these things, which are, they're a little battery pack that have a set of jumper cables on it, to where you can jump start your car. Surprising that a little thing like this can do it, but it works. You can charge it off of your cigarette lighter. And then on top of that, they seem to have fairly undersized batteries in them, to where they just run dead easily. And so I had some issues with my battery running dead because of the lights, and then also it had like a broken post, and so I ended up using this thing a bunch. So pretty annoying, but there are ways to fix it. If you want to see more about that, I'll link up the video I did on it up here. All right, so the next thing, and this is somewhat of a nitpicky thing, is the transmission shift speed. So going from park or reverse into drive, it takes like a couple of seconds, which seems small, but if you're trying to, peek out of a driveway to see if there's traffic or not, and then a semi's bearing down on you, it feels like an eternity when there's, it takes a couple seconds to shift. So it's like you put it into drive, there it is. Now I can actually go. Versus, it seems like other vehicles are a lot quicker. So, gotta speed that one up, Subaru. All right, the next thing is the cargo space. So, while I think these things are awesome, you can pile a lot of gear into them. They're not a truck. If you are gonna be doing any sort of, home renovation, trying to haul any pile of equipment around, they're limited. They're a car. You can't expect them to be a truck. And then additionally, they can't handle a lot of weight. So if you're trying to haul bags of concrete or dirt or something home on the weekends, this thing isn't excellent for it, but it will get the job done, just at a lower volume. All right, the next thing is the case with any all-wheel drive vehicle, and that is that if you blow one tire or one tire wears out, you have to replace all four at the same time, so that you have a consistent amount of tread between them, so that it's not messing with the computer system that is managing the all-wheel drive. So yeah, if you blow one out, you might be on the hook to buy a whole new set of tires, unless you have, you bought insurance or something on those ones. So fortunately, I haven't had to do that yet. I have had to replace them, but not because I blew them out. And if you want some insight on which tires to pick, I did make a video on that, so check it out up here. All right, next up is the lack of horsepower. This thing, I have the 2.5 liter version. You can get a 3.6 V6, which those are obviously gonna have some more power, but in the 2.5 liter, this thing is not real quick, and it doesn't matter much for me because I'm not much of a fast driver, I guess, but yeah, it's not fast, so don't get this car if you want a race car, or if you want something a little better, get the 3.6, but then you're gonna lose some gas mileage, so kind of a trade-off there. All right, next up is Windshield Design. Now, I know absolutely nothing about glass or windshield design, but apparently these Outbacks are notorious for having broken windshields. I got a crack in mine like a week after I got it from a rock. It spider-webbed out, had to get a new windshield. Haven't had any issues since, but if you go online, there are countless people who say the smallest little things caused a complete windshield crack failure, which isn't awesome. Another thing is with these seats, with the leather ones at least, they seem notorious to crack and damage along the side. I know it kind of happens to all seats over time, but looking at Facebook groups and stuff with other owners, it sounds like this is a common thing, and with a car that's only 6 years old, seems like it's a bit early, and upholstery is expensive to fix. Next up is the trunk. Two things. I hate the electronic trunk. It glitches sometimes, has some issues, but then second to that, even when I help it go to its full height, it's a perfect opportunity to hit your head on. So anybody that's over like 5, I don't know, 9 or 10, you smack your head on a little bit. I think, you know, maybe just adding like 4 inches would have accommodated a big portion of the population. So missed that one too, Subaru. Next thing I'm not a fan of is the trailer light plug-in system. So this one mine didn't come with the hitch, and so I installed the hitch. And then to get trailer lights, if you are pulling a little trailer, you've got to get a special harness connection, and then you have to like take apart the panel, plug it all in, connect it, and then when you do go to actually use it, you have to just like dangle it out of the trunk and then connect it to your trailer. So kind of a janky system, but I guess it works. All right, so all those reasons, plus a lot of people have concerns about the transmissions, the CVT in these things, the longevity and durability. I haven't had any issues. This car has almost 100,000 miles now on it, and I've had it for a few years. Haven't had any issues yet, but that is a concern that people have, as well as the oil consumption, and again, something I haven't experienced. So all of those reasons are, you know, concerns to consider, but they're not enough to steer me away. I don't think they should steer you away either if you are considering these rigs. And if you want to see the things that I like about it, feel free to check out my other video on that. Or if you want to join on some trips in this bad boy, join me over on the channel. So thanks for watching.